Anybody in doubt as to our resilience and our determination to restore Biafra is not only mistaken, not only misguided, but needs to see a psychiatrist, because we are not stopping. I am Nnamdi and I don't stop until I get what I want. We are not like other people, because as I once reminded you before we came, there was nobody like us. Now that we are here, they pretend, they copy, they emulate, they fabricate falsehood, but they can never be like us. Long after we are gone, they will wish we lived forever. Ipob is very special, exceptionally special, the largest mass movement in the whole world. Exceptionally special, the largest. And we did it because Chukwokika Biama is with us. We did it because Chukwokika Biama created Ipob himself, and we are here to pilot its affairs. We will not prevaricate. We will not stop. We will not slumber until Biafra is fully restored to its former glory. Anybody in doubt as to our resilience and our determination to restore Biafra is not only mistaken, not only misguided, but needs to see a psychiatrist, because we are not stopping. I am Nnamdi and I don't stop until I get what I want.
Nke ndị ji asị na-eri nri ịgbara ndị Fulani odibo nchi iwu osote onye isi n'obodo Nigeria. Ọ mgbe m nọ n'ụlọ ikoni ka m ga-etinye ha n'aka akwụkwọ si ha agaghị m emezi Biafra ọzọ, unu bịa ka mgbara unu odibo ka ndị ọzọ si agbara ha odibo. Ha rịọrọ m njụ nsị na aga m ahapụ nwere onwe m na-azọ kwee n'ihi ndị ya niile maka ọdịmma nke ha nwa na nke ụmụ ha ma nke ụmụ ha ga-abịa, n'ihi na agwara m ha okwu m sị ha
Hello?
Yeah,
I'm on air. When you're ready, you come
in. We are waiting.
Yes,
we are waiting.
I said half on the hour. In the next 15 minutes, I'll bring you guys in.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, we are ready. We are ready. So
right.
Once you join us, we are ready. Okay.
All right. Sorry for that interruption. They just come in. The people from Australia, they're gonna come in on half for the hours, about 12:30. Biafra land time, which is the next 14 or 15 minutes, they'll come in. Yes, I wasn't expecting that call. It just came in, but unfortunately, I thought they heard me when I said they were going to come in half of the hour. So let's get to them soon.
Na-akọwakwara ndị ya sị ha ihe azụ ike mere mgbe mbụ tinye anyị na ụmụ anyị nọ n'ime ya n'ụbọchị nketa ọkwa ihe unu na-eme kedu ụzọ nwanne Nnamdi Kanu si na-eme ya na-emeju ya unu kọwara m ka m ghọta na m sị ma unu arụghị ogwe nke abụọ gafere River Niger na unu ga-arụ okporo ụzọ unu ga-emezi ebe niile ebe ụmụaka na-agụ akwụkwọ ọ ga-emezi emezi ọma mma ụlọ ọgwụ a ga-arụzi ya arụzi a ga-enwe ọkụ mmiri ga na-agba ọ ga-adịrị onye ihu na mma dịrị onye azụ na mma kedu ụzọ m si mejọ ndị dị etu a asị m na ụzọ m si na-eme ya na ọ dịghị mma njọ ha sị mbụ ngwa agha onye m gbara egbe onye m gburu mma onye m gbara ụta akwa sọsọ ozi ọma Chineke si mgbasa n'igwe okwu ka m na-agbasa kezie ka o si metụta unu ọ bụ gịnị mere unu a na-asị ka akpọta Nnamdi Kanu ka egbuo ya ọha na eze na ndị gọvanọ ọkwa na gịnị mere ndị herdsmen na-egbusi ndị mmadụ n'ugwu Awụsa ndị gọvanọ ha n'ugwu Awụsa kpọbe ka abịa gbusie ha inu anunugo na onwe onye na-achị ugwu Awụsa gọvanọ pụtara sị ka egbusie ndị herdsmen unu anunugo na onwe onye Yoruba pụtara sị ka egbusie ndị OPC ọgwụna sọsọ ndị Igbo n'ihi na unu na-agbalịka alịka ka unu ga-agbara ndị Fulani odibo onye pụta sị ka agbara Fulani odibo onye nsị na mụ abụọ Nnamdi Kanu agaghị m agbara Fulani odibo ha nwere ha kwesịrị gbara mụ odibo ọ ihe na-esere mụ na ha gaa n'ugwu Awụsa
come easy, prince, I don't come again, you know.
And it sounds the big one.
Oh, come Mr. The success. And the microphone. You don't tell when we dey fight for this freedom. You don't tell when we dey fight for this freedom. All we need is the referendum. 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 Tell me what to do, tell me what you do, tell me what you see, tell me what you see, tell me what you know. When we talking about the referendum, oh you see, I never go for long. We never become a slave for long. Back in the days, you know what's up. But because of who the photos to come out. I remember when my father they tell me about the war. Then spend so much money just to collaborate. Success in one my typically go man. You don't tell when we dey fight for this freedom. You don't tell when we dey fight for this freedom. All we need is the referendum. 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 Oh, yeah. You don't tell me to fight for this freedom. To walk it up my eye, come rescue your children. Even if I can't say make we don't mind all these politicians. No mind never just come around. Don't promise us heaven and earth. You no go see anything after the election. No election.
From 7th April 2022,
the selling and eating of nama, also known as cow meat,
is forbidden in Biafra land. Be warned.
All right, one more time I say welcome to another live broadcast from New York City. Today is Wednesday, and our brothers from Australia are coming in, the IPOB in Australia. They'll be next on this program. However, when they are done, I want all of us to listen to what they have to say, because the interactive session today will depend on what they say. So I want you to really pay attention. They're going to give us something to talk about and to continue from where it stopped. I'm not going to ask them to stop when it's not time for them to go. When it's time for them to go, we check what time that's left, and we use that time in saying a few things about what they said and about other issues that are coming up. This is Radio Biafra USA 2. So let me see if they are ready to ramble, so we can go on with them. Let me join them in the meeting and then see. Hello, guys, are you there? Hello.
Yes, we are here.
Okay, welcome to the program. The podium is yours now. Go ahead, sir.
Okay, just 1 second. Yeah. Ekene, can you just go, please? Ekene, are you there?
Yes, Mazi Iyke.
Yeah, can you go? Just give me a second. Yeah, can you go, please? Before I'm here.
Yep. So good day, good evening, all our IPOB all over the world. Good day, Biafrans, wherever you've been. We are coming to you live tonight, our night here in Australia, the IPOB Australia representatives. We come to you today to share some words of encouragement and to reflect together on our struggle as we customary do every Wednesday. And we hope that you could listen to us, to all the ideas we bring to you today, and be able to reflect on them and be able to find inspiration, encouragement, and strength, especially as we march on in the struggle under the leadership of Mazi Kanu and coordinated leadership, obviously, of DOS. And today we come to you, we will be taking turns to speak individually, and we will be reflecting on a variety of topics. And I just want to introduce myself. My name is Ekene Obiako, coming to you tonight from IPOB Victoria, Melbourne, Australia. And as you all know, it's been a very challenging few weeks or even few months in coordinating our struggle. Some people that you used to think that were very strongly rooted in the struggle, in the ideology of IPOB. Some people you thought they were very much hardcore. They had embraced the discipline, the principle that guide the struggle. You may have noticed some people have fallen apart. You may have also noticed some people have chosen to be gossiping on social media as opposed to remaining consistent, remaining on the path that our leader Mazi Kanu has set, as opposed to remaining faithful, loyal to the IPOB structure, to the IPOB oath that we all have taken. Our people are still suffering. Our land is under occupation. For the past 5 days, we've been talking about Russia invasion. But Biafra land has been under siege through a coordinated diabolic effort of Nigeria and Britain. No one talks about that. And it's not a surprise because our leader always explains to us the need to champion our freedom by ourselves. Has always made it clear that no country will come to save you. No one comes to free you unless you free yourself. The resolve to be free must come from within us, individually and collectively. And that's what IPOB is championing. We are standing up. We are taking what belongs to us. You watch Ukraine, you watch other European countries in the disguise of protecting Ukraine. Some are sending their military equipment. Some are sending aid because they, at the end of the day, are defending their interests. Every country has an interest in this conflict between Russia and Ukraine. The important thing, one thing I want to underscore, is the fact that you do it yourself. Whether you're Ukraine, or you're in Russia, or you're for either of these countries, you get up and do something defending your interest. And if other countries where this war is not happening are standing up, doing something to collectively defend their own interest, how much more us that have been under siege forever? Our people have been in this struggle since day one. We cannot look back. We cannot be deceived. We cannot be distracted. We cannot stop. The destination is freedom. It's very, very important we understand that. And no one is going to give you freedom. No country will give you freedom. You will take your freedom yourself. It's human right. It's self-determination. It's self-determination. It's a human right. You defend yourself. Self-defense. So today I will invite my comrades to speak to all our people all over the world. And I encourage you to listen to what each one of us have to say tonight. I will be inviting Mazi Silas Iyke to please take the microphone and speak to Biafrans. Mazi, when you're ready.
Thank you very much, Mazi Iyke. I thank all my colleagues here. I thank and respect all Biafrans around the world, especially those in the Biafran land. And I also stand on the existing protocol to respect our leadership, the DOS, the zonal and national coordinators. Thank you very much. I would like to say a special thank you to all Biafrans in the Biafran land because they are doing a great job. And especially for those who are standing up against the challenges we are facing, the challenges that are uncountable, starting from the neglected environment, the deprived people deprived of the basic infrastructures, deprived of human rights, deprived of care from the government, and actually a deliberate situation that actually opened our eyes. A deliberate situation that inspired our leader Mazi Nnamdi to decide to up the ante in terms of self-determination. I always remind us the purpose, the reason why we want to stand alone. We want to stand and determine how we live our life. The reason why we want our place to be a place where all Biafrans can grow up and develop, achieve unhindered, where no one can stop us from being what we want to be. Currently, in the Nigerian setting, that is not the case. That is not the case at all, because we are deprived of basic infrastructures, amenities, and all that. We are deprived even of the right to study and grow. Why? How? Example is the matriculation score, the JAMB admission system that allows admission based on ethnicity or where you come from. That is just an example. So the struggle will continue, and we do not want anything other than a sovereign national Biafra where we can determine and set our pace the way we want it. So I will move on to the contemporary issues. Firstly, and very importantly, the intelligence report we received today is showing that the Nigerian government have put together a number of security forces comprising of the army, police, and the Bube or Bube saboteurs to go to Ihiala and neighboring communities to continue what I describe as their controlled pogrom on Igbo communities and other Biafrans. This happened in, or is happening in Ohiafia as we speak, and Ihiala. So let our people be attentive, be in a safe position, but do not be cowed by the zoo. We must defend our land. It is our God-given land, just like the Ukrainians are doing at the moment. And just like my former colleague said, no one else will do it for us. No one else except us will defend our land. And that is what we hope to achieve. It might be early in the struggle or even late in the struggle, but surely we believe that success will be assured. Success will be assured if we persevere, because we have the truth. The land belongs to us, and we want to live in it the way we want, and not live in it. Someone from Britain will come and take proceeds or natural resources from our land and go and pay someone who entered Nigeria in the 1804 or thereabouts. You don't come to our land, grab our resources and pay someone else who is not Biafrans. We want to live in our land and maintain the resources, use it to develop our people and the generations to come after us. That is how it is done in civilized nations. Not only civilized nations, fair nations. We live in one, as we all know. So the information there is, we have to stand firm. We have to remember the teachings of our leader, Mazi Iyke. He has exposed the zoo. He has told us what it is. Those we don't know, he told us. Those we know, he validated. So let us all be strong. Let us all be conscious of those around us. We also have information about some Fulanis that pretend to do many jobs in the markets, but actually have incendiaries that they will use to lit fires at convenience. So our traders and people who are in position should keep their eyes open. The Biafrans are known for their trade. In fact, before or at the early stage of Nigeria, the Onitsha market was the biggest market in the whole of West Africa. And we still have those skills. We are still traders because of their deliberate marginalization or decision to make it difficult to get to the East and to live in the East. Our people have moved out and are living in the fringes in other cities. In other cities where they will not even be allowed to cast their vote. This happened in Lagos. One of the current aspirants for 2023 is now moving around with their large danchikis, talking about 2023. These are people who are ethnic bigots who would not allow those who live in their streets to vote, who are still one Nigeria. But those things will end. Those things will strengthen us. Those things will move those of us that are naive to join the Biafran struggle. And this would also make me to use the current example, the so-called one Nigerian lover, Onyema, the owner of APs. You can see how the emir of Kanu is trying to boss him around to ask him to stop a plane that was taxiing off so that he can jump in. You can see how they're showing that they own Nigeria. They own businesses that are developed in Nigeria. These are reasons why we don't want to live in a society where no person can order someone to do something for them, because they have acquired and they're now in control of all the apparatus of cohesion in the nation. If care is not taken, they will withdraw Onyema's license, and all the investment he's made in the airline will dissolve, will go into the drain. Why? Because he's an able man, because he's a Biafran. Even though he supports them, even though his price for flying to Kanu and Sokoto and all those places are cheaper than the price to fly from Lagos to the east. Yet, if he has not knelt down and bowed before them, he is not going to be regarded. This is a typical example of what we see in Nigeria. And this is why Biafra must be free. Biafra must be free. The underlying factor there is we, the Biafrans, in Biafran land, some foreigner will come and dig up our resources and turn around and go and pay visitors that live 500 kilometers away from us. It must stop. It is a shame. It is a shame. We talk about values. The Biafrans have acquired the values of, or we have the same values as the West, but have they recognized us? They haven't. During the Biafran War, they fought against us. Those who worshipped, those who embraced the Western way. This is what we're talking about. Now they are all in Ukraine. And even the Ukrainian case also showed us another dimension. The Biafrans or the Nigerians there running away from the war were asked or were stopped. And the whites or the Westerners were allowed to pass. If not, they insisted. Some of them would not be able to go. So that shows you the double standard, the segregation, and the racism that is still going on. So, brothers and sisters, wherever you are, Biafra must be our destination. And I will now define for us what it is. The Biafran consciousness, that two words only started to be when Biafra became the only place you will be and be safe in Nigeria, at a time when pogrom was happening and the head of state, Gowon, couldn't stop it. Biafran consciousness arose out of the fact that Biafra then was the only place the Biafrans can run to and not be killed. So we must maintain and restore Biafra fully. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mazi. Well spoken. It is our collective responsibility to restore Biafra. If we don't do what we have to do now, our kids, our future generation, they will suffer. They will continue to suffer. Everything you can do, you do. But whatever we do, we must reflect our collective action towards our freedom. Must reflect discipline. It must reflect something of structure. It must be coordinated effort within the structure of IPOB. We are under Mazi Nnamdi. We are united in what we're doing. We are disciplined. We are following a laid-down structure that will lead us to our freedom. You move away from this structure, you are on your own. And you cannot distract genuine Biafrans in what we're doing. I invite Mazi Iyke to please take the microphone and speak to Biafrans. Mazi Iyke, Chukwukasema.
Thank you, Mazi. Thank you, Mazi, for this opportunity once again to talk to our people. It's a great honor to jump on this platform and talk to our people about the things happening back home. And anytime we congregate here on Radio Biafra, it's a great privilege. Like our leader would say, it's a hallowed platform, and we don't take it for granted. So thank you, Mazi, for giving me this opportunity, and thank you, our leader, for organizing this for us. The vines in Ugonogo Ukwadurana no come weather. So I will make it brief tonight. The story of Jesus, they said he was 33 years when he died, and he was 30 when he started. So he only spoke to the people for 3 years. The story of Mazi Kanu, he's been talking to us. I'm just telling this story for people who want someone that will stay on the radio and talk to them and gyrate and tell them stories and cajole them and give them entertainment. Mazi Kanu is not a career freedom fighter. He has a timeline, he has a plan, and he has a movement. And that movement is IPOB. That's why we move the way we are moving. And we've got plans. We are not just people that are jobless, that are finding ways to bring money into their pockets. Once you realize that, you will understand why the things are happening in IPOB the way they are. So please, if you're a member of this family and you're still looking for opportunities to listen to media, whatever you call it, I pray that you realize that God, that Chukwukabiyama will open your eyes to see where we are right now. We've left that place, and I pray that you hook up to your unit, your family unit, and I believe your leader in that unit will tell you where IPOB is currently at the moment. Having said that, I would also want us to think about what's happening in the world right now. It's great to see things happening in Europe and how the world is reacting to it. And then you ask yourself the question, what is the difference between my case and the case of these other people? And when you ask yourself that question, you will start seeing the truth that Biafra is the solution to your problem. Biafra is the only place that you will have a voice, that you will have the opportunity to express yourself as an indigenous person, to be heard, and to have the freedom that you deserve. People in Europe are making waves every day. They are getting refugee status, they are getting whatever they want, but look at yourself and see what's happening. And that's why you would know that the mole is living inside of us, and we have to cut out the mole. We have to wipe off the people that are the cause of our problem. And these people are sitting in the high places. These people are the ones making decisions that affect your life and my life every day. These people are the judges that do not bring equity at the law court. These people are the policemen in the army, the military, wherever they are, that enforce inequality, that enforce subjugation on you. These people are sitting in offices every day and they make policies that militate against your growth. Once you look and you realize this will bring you to the next question of how do I do this? And that will bring you to the understanding that it's a clarion call to be a Biafran and to realize that being an IPOB member is an opportunity for you to contribute your quota to the restoration of not just yourself, but the generation that is to come. I want us to realize this, and this will bring us to the fold of the knowledge that what we are doing is not just child's play. We have a mission, and that mission is to liberate ourselves from the manacles and the shackles of oppression that is holding us. It is an aberration. It's an anomaly to be a slave in your own land. You can be a slave outside, but to be a slave in your own land is an anathema. God forbids that. That is why when he rescues his people, he takes them back to their land. And when they sin against him, he makes someone to come and capture them and take them out of their land. But today, Biafrans are slaves in their own land, and most people have not realized it. I want you to reflect on this and then ask yourself, how did we get here? And how are we going to get out of this? Thank you, Mazi. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mazi Iyke. Well spoken. Biafra is the way to go. It will not just happen. Our life will not happen to us. We will make it happen. That's why we exist as a movement. IPOB worldwide. We exist to make sure that Biafra happens. You don't wait for your life to happen. You make it happen. I will invite Wada Perpetua Ikechukwu. Wada, please take microphone and speak to our IPOB worldwide. Wada, if you're ready, please take the microphone and speak. Make your contribution briefly to our Biafrans all over the world. Wada Perpetua. All right, she doesn't seem to be there, so I will invite Mazi Iyke.
All right then. Call any person.
All right, Mad, are you there? Please,
yeah, I'm trying to unmute.
Make it brief.
Because I was doing another activity before. Anyway, thank you for calling me. Thank you for letting me to air my views on the Radio Biafra. My name is Perpetua Dachukwu Ikechukwu. I am the national coordinator of culture and civilization. So I greet everybody. Thank you and God bless you all. Depending on your time zone, I greet you good afternoon, good evening, good day. So may God be with us in whatever we are doing. Yeah, I'm going to talk about Biafra. Because last time I think I talked about more of leadership and saboteur and something related to that. But tonight I would like to talk about is Biafra actually ready to be free? Is Biafra supposed to have freedom? Does any person think that Biafra has to have freedom? because I went researching about Biafra. Is Biafra supposed to be free? So I realized that Biafra is actually supposed to be free since 2014. That's 100 years. After 100 years of people being colonized, they are free to be free. But our freedom is not going to be given to us by Western world. We are supposed to take our freedom. We are supposed to face our fears. Like my last this thing, I mentioned that I was a teenage girl during the Biafran Civil War. We saw a lot of things, a lot of killings, a lot of atrocities and that. Now, we are, since then, still indirect way of still killing people and all that. But we don't love ourselves. Like I keep on repeating it, hammering it every now and then. The sooner we realize and be our brother's keeper, the better for us. As we are supposed to get this Biafra sooner than later. Like I said, when they captured Nnamdi Kanu, I said that for us to talk about how to go and get Nnamdi Kanu out there, because he's not supposed to be out there. He didn't commit any crime known to man or known to law. He was just advocating for what belongs to him. For everybody, actually, for everybody. So I try to look at this Biafra freedom and find out that, okay, we are so many states in Biafra that are called Biafra. It's not only the, few states like Owerri, Abia, and Enugu, Onitsha, and Umuahia, and so on. That is not only the Igbo, not only the Biafra we know. We have other places called Anioma and so on. So many of them, even around Cross Rivers, Delta, and that. Most of them are the Biafrans. And some of them are denying themselves. I don't know what to call it, whether because of fear or... Look at how the Western world are defending their own people. Everybody is standing up now. But they've been hearing over 5 million died during the war. Nobody, except Israel and France that came to our rescue. Every other world are against us. The European Union, the Soviet Union, the United States, the UK, most of them are against us. They team up to slaughter us with impunity. Why? Because they believe that they have bought Nigeria. It belongs to them. Royal Niger Company, isn't it what it's called? They amalgamated everything so that they can be tapping all the resources and that. Now the same Katrina Lang, the wicked woman who came there during that time to cause the war, is trying to cause another war. And I don't know what black race, I don't know where they come from. They hate each other. Brothers and brothers hate each other. They fight each other. Blacks kill blacks. Why can't the blacks unite? Why can't all Africans unite and fight a common enemy? The sufferings Africans are suffering today are because of colonialism. They come, they give them gun to kill each other. Why they tap our resources? Isn't it high time for Africans to rise up and fight a common enemy, which are all those British people? I don't understand it. I don't know how we come from. Why? we cannot unite and fight others. We become Ajanama. Ajanama, that's it. Even Nnamdi Kanu is there languishing in dungeons only because he speak out with microphone. He didn't kill any person. They want to kill him by all means. He's suffering there. They are still torturing him. When they are not supposed to give him a very respectable full seat, and they are torturing him. He's lying on the ground, they are kicking him, they are doing all sorts of things to him, only because he says something. Their intention is to kill him so that Biafra will stop. I'm telling everybody, you people should not let the Biafra stop. We shall team up, support all the ones at home so that they can fight gallantly, because during the war, the people that fought there, they fought gallantly. And even some of them will climb on top of the mahogany tree. There, they will throw bomb with the enemy plane. It will crash and all that. So they try their best. But because there are so many fighters that want to Biafra to perish for no just cause. That's why we lost the war. And the plus among them are saboteurs, a lot of saboteurs. That's why I said earlier, the earlier we deal with saboteurs, the better for us. And we are leaving them to go away doing whatever they like. Look at how Buhari and the rest of them who brought all those, it is now up to 12 terrorist group in Nigeria killing people, burning houses, displacing people. And they are going, like you said, somebody mentioned, they are going to Biafra land to kill some people. Why can't our people, when they see them come, it is not only going to use gun, the way to kill people now is through bomb. You know, they get the grenade, get everything, and leave them. When they are trying to step out, they will carry their armored car, and the land of Biafra will swallow them. That thing will blow them up into pieces, you know. So, or even that camp, they say they are camping there, wherever they are camping, throw it into their midst, and they will perish there before they will be able to come out to kill innocent people, burn their houses, and displace them. You kill your enemy before they kill you. Face your fear. That's why Nnamdi Kanu tries so hard. He formed security network, Eastern Security Network, and try to warn our people beforehand. It's happening now. That one was revealed to me, that they will come and kill people, go from house to house, bring people up and kill them. But eventually, God will intervene and the Biafra will come. But he haven't helped those who help themselves. The sooner we start fighting back, facing our fear, and attacking them, they will run away from our country. They will run away. And Biafra will surely come, must surely come. Because no world is coming to our rescue. Does it mean that the whole world are deaf and dumb? Since myself, I've been sending letters, advocating for human rights violation and all the rest of them to all this parliament, this and that. But they don't, even they keep deaf ears. Now everybody is jumping up, blaming Russia, blaming this, that they are killing Ukraine and all the rest of them. Nobody is talking about Biafra. Biafran life matters a lot. So that's why I keep on saying our people shouldn't be going into, I heard some people are going into occultic society, this and that, and killing people, innocent people. So many people they kill. I don't get it. Instead of our people to chase the rat, the enemy, they are chasing themselves, killing themselves. It's hard. It's so disheartening. It's so atrocious. I don't get it. Really, it pains me so much. I don't know. Nnamdi Kanu, everybody should fight for his release there because he's not in good hand. All those people, he's in the midst of the enemy. It's high time we plan how some people can go there and they destroy all those enemies and bring him out. You know, the more he stays there, his body, his health will be deteriorating. Okay? Then, another thing I wanted to pinpoint is we have to go back to our roots. That's why I am very active in just enforcing, inculcating our language and all that to the young ones, not only to the young ones, but adults who want to learn as well. So I am trying my best so that it promotes our language and culture. Language and culture is very important. So Igbo language is the language of the Igbo people in eastern Nigeria mainly, you know that. And then in the Igbo language, we speak our language, and our language is really very good language. Language, as you know, is the vehicle. Language is a vehicle that transports cultures into the whole world, you know. So language is important. The Germans promote their language, the Greek promote their language, the Asians promote their language. I don't know why we are promoting the language of our colonial masters and they forgetting our own. It's getting extinct. So I just want us to promote our language, promote our culture, know our culture, know our identity. Understanding our native language and culture creates a grounding foundation that builds a positive identity with values that will help us to become the best we can be, and it keeps us in touch to our roots. The best way to know, preserve, share Igbo language is to read, write it, and speak the language often. Igbo language is good language, although it has got a lot of variations, and it is a tonal language which is made up of 36 alphabets. I can't be talking about that anyway. So I just want to pinpoint about a little bit of the importance of that language. Okay, language are the useful means of communication, and if a language is spoken by only few people, it is not performing its function, is it? Unless some languages are protected and respected, some languages, like Igbo language, will die out. And then our existence, nobody will know us. The culture of civilization is gradually helping to the extinction of indigenous language, that is indigenous Igbo language. As you can see, all those English, everybody want their children to learn English, instead of them to also learn their own cultural language. Some people feel that it is shameful to speak their native tongue in public. Language are a tool of social cohesion and group identity. You know that. The more people speak their language, the more important the language becomes. The ability to speak a language provides better opportunity for work and for life choices. Okay? So speaking different language makes you different and unique. All right then. So it is very important for us to keep in touch with our roots, and language is one of the ways to keep in touch to our roots. It helps us to learn our history and culture. That's what I'm talking about. So I believe by the grace of God, we will have our Biafra, but we have to have a plan B on how to get it by the grace of God. So may Chukwu Okike Abiama bless and help us to get that Biafra in the mighty name of Elohim. Amen.
Sir, well spoken. Language is the key. Lose your language, you lose your culture. Because as Wada well put, it is the vehicle. It is the vehicle to communicate. It's vehicle that transfers our culture to the rest of the world. Thank you, Wada. That's a great contribution. I will call on Mazi Iyke to please make his contribution tonight. Mazi.
Thank you, Mazi, for giving me this opportunity to talk to our people, Biafra, all over the world. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning. Thank you for this great opportunity calling from Australia. My topic today is all about what we have, what we are talking about every day. The liberation of Biafra, our independence, and our self-determination. You can see a lot of times our leader, Mazi Nnamdi, he has spoken to us in different ways, and each time we come on this platform, we must put him as a reference. He told you to keep an eye on the ball. That keeping an eye on the ball is to keep an eye on what you believe and what you are determined to do. Our determination is to restore Biafra. Our determination is to have an independent of Biafra. Our determination is to liberate ourselves, because we at the moment we are in bondage. At the moment we are not free people, and we want to be free like other nations. We want to be free like other people, and then do our own thing the way we want to do it. Have say in the international arena. Determine our life the way we want to, because we have been there. Our forefathers have their own culture, have their own system of life, have the way they are living before the European came to Africa. Before we became Nigeria, we were something there. We have the type of system of government that our forefathers were operating. This is where we want to go back to. We want to go back to where we come from. Our root is what we are pursuing and what we are seeking for. And the world is just like they back us. They don't want to listen to us. They don't want to hear anything about our cry. And this time around, we are no longer waiting for anyone to assist us. Biafrans all over the world, remember, nobody is going to fight this battle for you. This battle is battle of Kanu, Amamife, wisdom. We have a good leader, Mazi Nnamdi, and his team put the DOS. God brought this DOS for us to support our leader, and they are showing us that particular leadership. Listen to the DOS. Listen. If you are listening to the DOS, you are listening to our leader, Mazi Nnamdi. A lot of distractions are coming up this time around. A lot of sabo because of money. If they show you peanut, you just abandon your course. You abandon your future and the future of your children because of little change from Janjaweed. This is disheartening. Biafrans, how many times will you learn? Mbeka asi enyi ihe ya emeghị ugboro na ịmara ihe ọsị nọ narị. Mana asị mbe ihe ya emeghị ugboro na ịmara ihe ọsị nọ just once. Biafra, cheten we na anụgo agha anụgo Biafra, Nigeria Biafra war. Our leader told us that we can't lose this particular journey. If we lose this particular journey we are on to now, we are gone. Every hands must be on deck. Do not look at those politicians. Do not look at those politicians because the Janjaweed are feeding them with money. And they will never listen to us. They don't care about you, me and you. They are so selfish that they don't care. If they are caring, why can't they develop why can't they assist, why can't they support what we are doing our cause? Because they knew that if we get Biafra today, I'm telling you, we have got everything. Nothing like independent is the only thing that you can have in life, and then you have everything. If you have independent, because now we don't have it because we are just like slaves in our own land. Otherwise, why is everybody from Biafra land is always trying to eyeing to go to overseas, eyeing to go to abroad? If we have our own self-determination independent of Biafra, all of us will come back home and start developing Biafra. There will be job, there will be equity, there will be justice. Everybody will have that equal right to say everything that you want to say, to determine and be disciplined. Biafrans, the people from Australia, every Wednesday we come here to continue supporting you, continue telling you that you should not deviate from what our leader has laid down for us. Today, there was a news of people from Bayelsa, those ones that call themselves Niger Delta. Their women were rioting, barricading the road because the Janjaweed and their cow destroy all their crops. But little did they know that they are one of the pig in the creek who has been fighting against our cause. They should have gone to his house and then demonstrate for him. The pig in the creek, who was the most saboteur's one, sabotaging our effort, telling the Janjaweed and planning on how to exterminate Biafrans. They should have gone there and protested for him. There's nothing like our leader told us that if all of us come together, unite together, that we will defeat the enemy. But because of selfishness and naive, you people, the so-called Niger Delta, some of them, because we know that there are people from that area that are part of Biafrans, and then they believe in what we are doing. But many have not believed. Many are still running away. Many are still seeing themselves as what we are doing as that is nothing. You have to join hands together and then rescue yourself first. If we got Biafra today, if you want to have your own self-determination from Biafra, you are allowed. Our leader have said that. Therefore, Biafrans all over the world, I'm urging everybody, I'm pleading and also asking our people all over the world to unite together. Focus on the ball. Focus on the ball. Do not get distracted from those people that are not fighting for Biafra. You know them. By now, you must have known them. And therefore, listen to what the DOS said. Focus your attention on what our DOS said. They are not misleading us. They are taking us to the right path. and by the special grace of Chukwuka Biama, our leader will be released. I am quite sure that our leader will be released. His team, the DOS, they are not sleeping. They are working around the clock to make sure that our leader is released. And if our leader is released, Biafrans are released. At the moment, all of us are in that dungeon. We are in that cell because in as much as our leader is there, all of us are there. Don't listen to those politicians. The politicians are so selfish. They are self-centered. They don't care. All they care is about their family, about their industry, about their investment. Therefore, Biafrans all over the world, see what you can do to promote Biafra. See what you can do to your unit. Whatever contribution all your units are doing, do the same contribution. Because even the lawyers, even the whoever that were hired that is helping for this, we know the number of lawyers IPOB have all over the world. These people, we are paying them. Therefore, we need whatever that your coordinator or your national coordinator tells you about all the dues. You have to contribute as much as you can to make sure that we are running the programs, because we don't have supporters. Nobody is supporting. No politician is supporting us. It is only through our effort. Other people have done it. Eritreans have done it. Sudan have done it until they were liberated. Therefore, see what you can do to contribute as much as you can to make sure that we liberate ourselves. Thank you very much. We'll see you again next week, Wednesday. Thank you, Mazi.
Thank you very much, Mazi Iyke. Thank you, everyone. To add more to what my colleague said, I will thank you, we thank you for their ladies. We thank you for keeping us alive and Biafra and including our leader. Just for me to add a few things before we round up. Biafrans, as we all know, as all my colleagues have said, there is one thing in common. All of them said, our destiny is in our hand. It doesn't matter how many times or how long or how many years we lamented. Nobody will give us Biafra. We are the people that is going to regulate ourselves. What we are going to use to be free is in our land. It's nowhere else. For the last 10 years, we have cried to the international communities. We have written so many letters that our hands are just peeling off. We have tweeted that even we destroy the keyboard in our phone and the keyboard in our computers. Many have lamented on this radio, cry. I remember one many years back when our leader was hosting a program, one was crying on the radio, a grown-up man. His cry was, we said we didn't want anything else, we just want to be free, just like any human being. A grown-up man and father was crying over the phone because he was so emotional. We have done all these things for the last 10 years. But the world is telling us they are deaf and dumb. Nope. It's called a conspiracy. It means, and it shows, we are the people that is going to go and fight for it. If we say we want a nation and we're up to the task, then we step up on the stage and fight for it. At the end, if we defeat our oppressor, then, only then, we will be crowned or have our nation, our dream nation. Everything we are doing it toward the restoration of Biafra. And we must, my encouragement is this evening is that we must continue. Whatever each and every one of us needs to do, we should keep on doing it. We should not relent. Our leader did nothing wrong. Our leader was extraordinary rendition from Kenya, betrayed by the people from the US, this hopeless Jezebel from US, led by Madam Oyibo and her group. If all these things didn't happen, we wouldn't be where we are today. But we give glory to Chukwu Okike Abiama. Our leader has taught us everything that we need to help us to keep on moving forward. It's only if we have that brain, if we can grasp it, because I remember vividly his sermons, how he used to bash us as a black people. Some of them I wouldn't repeat it here because the anointing is not on me to speak like him. The vision is given to him. He is our Messiah. And he came to redeem his people. Return us back to Chukwu Okike Abiama where we belong. So we must adhere to his instruction. Some of us just consider his sermon as, story. We learn nothing. We practice nothing out of what he taught us for so many years. I'm happy to say I'm a graduate of Mazi Iyke from Radio Biafra, University of Radio Biafra. If there are five degrees, I will end them all. From his teaching, from his explanation, and the anger that is coming out of him, he delivers his messages raw. That tells you he is sent by Chukwu Okike Abiama. It's not by his power. Mazi Iyke fear no man, he respects human beings. But you cannot intimidate him because he knows who he is and who sent him. A message for the zoo, Nigeria, the more you continue to hold Mazi Iyke, the more calamity will be falling on all of you, including the countries that are supporting all of you. What is happening in the zoo will be happening in those countries. It doesn't matter who that person is. It doesn't matter how mighty the country is. The same thing goes with individuals. Any individuals that connives, any individual that connives, the calamity that will be falling on you and your family and generation to come is a curse. As always told the Fulanese oligarchies or How many of our elites, how many of you are still alive today? After listening to all the Igbo intellectuals, all the Igbo influencers, all the Igbo politicians, those that said the elites, they ill advise you to suppress Biafrans, to suppress Mazi Nnamdi and hold him, even try to take his life. How many of you that are listening to them and carrying out all these instructions, how many of you are alive today? Since the late Buhari came to power, go and count the numbers, and then count the numbers of the flefus of the Biafrans Igbo extract that are misleading you. How many of them are alive? You will see all of them are alive, but you people are the ones that are dying. Only what those people want is money that will go into their own pocket. They are using you as a blood money, all of you. Nobody will stop the coming of Biafra. That is the word of Chukwukadiyama. It's not our own word. And we have sworn on this radio so many occasions that if Biafra do not come, then heaven and earth will pass away. Then it means there is nothing like Chukwukadiyama. But there is. That in alone supposed to put a fear in you. Including how many times, for how many years have you people trying to bring Ipob down? Has it not dawned on you that you cannot defeat an ideology combination with what Chukwukadiyama ordained? Like our leader always said, before we came, there was nothing like us. By the time we gone, they wish there would be something like us. There are reasons he spoke like that, and many of them are divine words that God Chukwukadiyama put in his mouth to speak to his people. But Fulanis, you keep on falling on the trap of all these Igbo affliction. If you continue to listen to them, nothing will be left of you. Because those Efulefu, their punishment is last. Not now. If you love yourself, if you love your family, if you want to enjoy the money that you have stolen, do not be on the path of Biafra. Release Mazi Nnamdi unconditionally with apology. Otherwise, it doesn't matter how long it takes. We are prepared to do this for the next 40 years. This generation is not the generation of 1967. As our leader said, before we came, he studied our failures, studied the mind of our people. That is why he always said our madness, there is something extra to our madness, and it's one step at a time. The same thing goes to those of the governors, Devil Omahi of Ebony State, and Hope Uzodema. The people you are sending to going around burning our people's home. I think Biafrans and IPOB worldwide, I think the time has come for us to hold these people responsible. They have a cabinet. They have a members of their parties. And all of them live in a house. And their house too can be burned as well. Can't it? How many are there? Time has come when we have to defend ourselves. Just like Ukrainians are doing at the moment. Even their president called them to defend themselves. Time has come When we say no more, they have a home. We know where they are selling petrol and matches. Their home needs to be burned too, so they can feel the pain. People are not looking for war. All they are asking is a simple referendum. You want to subdue them by force. You want to kill them off. It's a taboo because of chicken change you are getting from your husband, from your master from North. Biafrans, nobody is going to do this for you. If we keep quiet, they will take us one after the other. We need to rise up and tell them enough is enough. We own the land. They are the servant of the Fulanis. They are not there to represent the interests of you and I. They are there to represent the interests of their masters and their pocket and send their children abroad. Those nonsense has to stop. We need to keep on moving forward. Our destination is Biafra. We shouldn't pay attention to all these distractors. Anywhere we see them, we do to them exactly what Brunei Empire, Kanuri Empire or Brunei Empire did to Fulanis. They never allow them to gather. Anywhere they see them, they scatter them. That is why they didn't have emir in Brunei. They have Shehu. It's only the Fulanis. It's only Hausa people. They have emirs throughout the Hausa lands. Because when the Fulani came, they said to them, your leaders are corrupt. Hausa people kill all their leaders and bring Fulanis. And today, Fulanis has taken over all their emirs. Everything is Fulanis. It's only in Brunei that the Brunei Empire fought them, pushed them away anywhere they gather. Oh, cow, where we can rail, they say no, chase them away. They never allow them to step on their feet in their territory. That is why there is no emir in Brunei State. Anywhere we see all this autopilot, they are the cancer. Make sure that cancer never grows. Because they are the people that will hold you back. Just like when the zoo politicians during the election, they will give you a half bag or a cup of rice to come and vote. Then you wait for another 4 years. If you allow these people to grow in our land, any corner it is, any family that harbor them to chase them away. If you allow them to grow wing, kiss Biafra goodbye. You do not blame anyone, but you blame yourself. We have only one leader, and that is Mazi Iyke. And Mazi Iyke is the leader of Ipob. Whatever their name is, what is their agenda, who is their leader, everything they are doing to make sure our leader is not released. But they do not have the power to stop us. And Biafra is our destination. Here I will stop and we hand over the microphone to Mazi Peter. Mazi
right.
Peter, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Thank you very much for accepting our call.
Welcome to the
Thank
program
you.
at any time. All right, thank you very much. This is Radio Biafra USA 2. We're almost running out of time. So what I'm going to do this morning, we're going to continue, is that I'm going to open up the lines for you, for those who want to make calls in reference to what they have just said, what you just heard. And we'll run it up till the end of the program. But before I go into that, something caught my attention. Somebody sent me something that's very interesting. You know, everybody's talking about Ukraine and Russia, Ukraine, even the countries, the African countries that killing democracy in their place, that their people are dying left, right, and center, like the zoo. they are also talking, calling on Russia to. I don't know whether they said it or not, but I wish that they will attack Russia so that Russia can come here and just deal with them, because that's the language they understand. I'm looking forward to that. I'll be very, very glad if they just face their nozzle in the zoo and throw them just one, even Great Britain too, because these are the devils that are creating this problem. Look at all the lands that they colonized, the British people colonized, they are all in disarray in Africa. The French ones are, doing a little bit much better. Not that they are wonderful, but at least there's nothing to be compared to what the British people did. So somebody sent me something that's very interesting, and Putin is talking. Although he's speaking in his language, the person took the pen. There's a translation there to let us understand what he's saying. And I'll read out the translation as he says it, so that we can understand what he's saying, all right? So for those of you, maybe some of you must have seen this. But for those of us who have not seen it, let us listen to Putin and hear what he's saying.
Еще раз обращаюсь к военнослужащим вооруженных сил Украины. Не позволяйте неонацистам и бендеровцам использовать ваших детей, ваших жен и стариков в качестве живого.
All right, he said here, what Russia does to Ukraine is none of your business. He's talking to the Africans. Instead of tweeting about Russia and Ukraine, why don't you solve your continent's problems? He's talking to them. Listen, continues.
Берите власть в свои руки. Похоже, нам...
Oh boy, what did I do? I'm just trying to stop it to translate and to listen to what... wait a minute. Okay, I didn't disconnect this. I'm sorry. Okay, maybe that's why they were calling me. They tell me to disconnect. All right, like I said before, I am still going to go back to it. I want to read it to the end.
С вами будет легче договориться, чем с этой шайкой наркоманов и...
Now he said, if I should read anything about Russia from any African leader, I will immediately nuke that country. I will start with Nigeria. Hey, Nabikodu, come down, man. Oh, Putin, I beg you. I'm begging you, come down, bring it down to them, because you recognize Biafra, that's all we need. Give us the weapon, we'll fight.
Нацистов, которая засела в Киеве и взяла в заложники весь украинский народ.
Okay. I'm going to nuke any African country that come, because they have more pressing problem in they are suppressing people in their homes. And you won't go put them out for Russia. May God help and make on a trial. That's not a secret, man. Putin will just come here. All you need to do, Putin, just one thing: recognize Biafra. Just announce it that Biafra is recognized. Give us, we'll help you. We'll help you clean them out. This is Radio Biafra. Call us. The line is open for you: 646-920-4541. 845-344-7984 929-406-9953. Like I told you before, that we don't have any opinion here about what is going on there, but what he had just said at least gears me up, because these African countries, they own too much. When the people they talk, they are talking. Look at the way they are killing people in Biafra land, left, right, and center. 5 million people died during the war. Nothing. Nobody said anything. Except probably Ivory Coast and Gabon. Haiti. These were people that came up to our rescue, that tried to help us. But they were, all the European countries, all of them that are running up and down now, blaming Russia for this, blaming Russia for that. None of them say anything. Especially that devilish satanic nation called Europe. England. Satanic, they are the ones creating this problem. They can't speak up. They can't say anything. Now they are blaming Russia. I wish they would just blame them so that Russia can get angry and just send one missile there, deal with them. Because that's the language they understand. Listen. See, they know how to criticize, they know how to get between themselves. They are not prepared themselves to do anything that is meaningful. They are out there blaming other people for what they are doing. Putin knows what he's doing. He's trying to recognize some secessionist groups, some groups there that they call secessionists, that they are independent. So African countries should just shut up, because this man is not playing. He has already told you what he's going to do, and I wish he would do it.
Еще раз обращаюсь к военнослужащим вооруженных сил Украины.
Yeah, he said, first, let me tell you something, Africans. Don't ever try to tweet anything about Russia, because otherwise I will nuke. N-U-K-E. That language is too much. You nuke. That is not really to tell you how serious he is. That's why I use the word nuke. N-U-K-E. That means all right, I have a call coming on the straight line. Caller, good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. Just please make it, everything you're going to say, make it brief, because the other people that want to come in too before we go. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. Caller on straight line. Why is the line not talking? The line is open. Are you not talking? Are you there? Caller on straight line, are you there? I don't know. I don't understand why. Alright, your line is still open. It looks like you're talking, but I'm not hearing you. Maybe this line is faulty. There you go. Can you hear me now? Caller, can you hear me? You gotta call us back. Let me turn this off and then try to fix this. Alright, caller, please call us back when you're ready. This is Radio Biafra USA 2. I don't know why that line refused to talk, but everything looks like it's okay, but it's not saying anything. Alright, let's see if I have another call coming in. Yes, let me take this one on WhatsApp. Caller on WhatsApp, good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. Caller on WhatsApp, are you there? What's going on? This other line is not talking too. Let me try this one and see if it's gonna work. Can you hear me?
Mazi, are you hearing me?
Yes, I can hear you now. Welcome to the program.
Okay, Mazi, good afternoon. Here is Chibiken Nadim. I'm calling from Switzerland.
Welcome to the program.
Mazi Peters.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Mazi Peters, I tell you the truth. You see, there is something wrong with our people, especially Africans, black people.
Yeah.
Mazi Peters, if anybody is still doubting why, or still skeptical, or still confused on why IPOB is doing what they are doing, now is the right time, Mazi Peters.
Yes.
Now let me give you just a short example. Our people are in Ukraine. You know what? The government.
Go ahead, sir. Go ahead. Can you hear me? Are you still there? Caller, are you there?
Mazi, are you hearing me?
Yes, I can hear you now. Go ahead, sir.
Okay, I've lost my line of thought, but what I had wanted to say is there is something fundamentally wrong with our people. Believe you me, yes. The situation we are now must tell our people that the only way out from this dilemma is to support and help restore Biafra. Now our people are in Ukraine. The government that's supposed to take them back are not doing anything to bring them back.
Yeah.
They are stranded all over Europe. Nobody cares for them. Nobody cares for them. And you know what, Mazi Peters? Yeah. Most of them with family there cannot even come back home. Do you see the problem? Because there will be no support for them. How long are they going to stay at home? Who will care for them at home? Do you see the problem we are facing right now? So anybody who is still skeptical or doubtful or confused why IPOB is on this path should learn from this position we are right now, because if anything happened to any place in this Western world, we are all dead. We are all finished because you got no place to go. Mazi, I will leave it for now.
Okay, man.
Pick up other calls. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you for your call. This is Radio Biafra USA too. Our people have problem, my brother. It's the problem is unsurmountable. It started from home. And Nigeria is going to, they are there on their own. If they think Nigeria is going to do anything about them, forget it. Monkey never see rope tie himself, they tie somebody else. We have a problem, pressing problem in Africa, not just, but Biafra is going to be free, and when Biafra is free, all this nonsense will stop. I have a call coming in on WhatsApp. Caller, good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Yes, Mazi Peter, thanks for having me. I will make it short. Mazi, I thought maybe your WhatsApp is not working properly. I don't know.
I don't know.
Is it okay?
I don't. It's okay. Go ahead.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay, sir. Thank you for having me, and thank you for our brothers from Australia who have dedicated us a little bit this afternoon. Mazi, I call you just because of what you says about this zoo called Nigeria threatening or talking about what Russia is doing to Ukraine. They never talk what is happening in their own domain. Yeah. Now they will interfere in what it did not concerns them. As you know, if you can remember, I called you one time. I said when this thing was about to happen, I said the opportunity for us now to Putin so that he may use this, and that thing is coming. Mas, we will continue tweeting. We will use this. This is our opportunity now. We will force them so that they will do something. Mazi, we can't keep quiet. We have to do what we have to do. Mazi, we are getting there and we will get there. Thank you for having me and God bless you. Thank you, sir.
God bless you. All right. Thank you so much. This is Radio Biafra USA too. Our time is almost running up, so a few more calls and we'll call it today. Yes, Nigeria, they want to run their mouth. What I'm saying is that I just wish that Putin would just silence these people, honestly, because they have no right to speak. I'm not supporting what they are doing to other people. No, it's not my business. Like I said before, I have no opinion about it, but people like Nigeria should not be talking. They should just shut up. They should share their mouth because they are worse than anything else. If they're talking about human rights, talking about what right, what do they really want to talk about anyway? A useless dead country that has no meaning. I just wish that Putin would just deal with them the way he wants to do, and then that would be very nice. I have a call coming on Principal Officer's line. Good morning. Yes. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. Good morning from here.
Yeah, good morning and good afternoon from here. Mazi Iyke, veteran. Biafra will bless you. My name is Desmond and I'm calling from Italy, Mazi.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Mazi. Mazi, I just want to, just as you have directed, I want to encourage Biafrans, because like from our people from Australia said, Mazi Ofama and his team, they made it very clear. The first speaker there started with Allen Onyema Saga, and Mazi Ofama in the line also talked about that one thing that their point is that Biafrans must understand that our destiny is in our hands, and we can see what is going on in the land of Biafra. So all we have to do is to understand that it is time for us to resist the enemies who are in our land, and there is a means for us to do this. DOS is there to give out instruction, and we are here to carry out, and our people on ground are also there to do their own part. Then we should also understand that we have to support our security, the Eastern security, because it's very, very important. And it is an obligation that we have to do, because anything that we are doing now and we are not supporting Eastern Security Network, then we should know that we are not helping what we are doing. So our people must understand the need for us to support ESN through the right channel approved by HODDOS. It is very, very important. And then, Mazi, finally, let me just give this announcement from IPOB Italy, national body signed by IPOB Italy National Coordinator. And it is numbers for Biafrans in Italy, friends of Biafrans and well-wishers to call for the support of ESN. And the first number is +39 35100 46055. I'll repeat, +39 35100 46055. This is IPOB National Coordinator number in Italy. And the second is +39 371 3044 902. I repeat, +39 371 3044 902. Call any of this number as long as you're a Biafran and you're in Italy, and you'll be directed on how to support ESN. Biafrans who must remain resolute and follow instruction and directive from DOS. Chukwabiyama will give us victory at the end of the day. Thank you, Mazi Iyke, and Chukwabiyama bless you from here.
Bless you too.
Same.
All right, thank you very much. This is Radio Biafra USA 2. We're still taking calls, and we have a limited time to go. So anybody who calls, please just make it short as possible. Go straight to the point. Talk about what you want to speak about, and make room for the other person so that we'll be able to take as many more people as possible. Yeah, in regards to what is happening in Russia, I have said it before. I have no opinion personally, and the IPOB has no opinion too. Let them solve their problem. We have more pressing problem on our own hands, and we talk about our issues that concerns us. And for those Biafrans who are there, well, they we feel sorry, but I don't really know what we can do. And somebody was asking if they come back. Well, if you wish to come back, you can come back. There's no way. One way or the other, we'll still be able to, take care of some of the people that we can. All right. This is Radio Biafra. Caller, good morning. Call on straight line. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Yeah, good morning, Dr. Akiras.
Welcome to the program.
Yeah, my name is Ben Okav. I'm calling from Boston. The person that called before, the earlier guy that made references to people to know that this is the time to restore Biafra, and the events in Ukraine would be a big lesson to all of us. And I will have to emphasize it more, because I've spoken about something like this before. It's just to tell you, no matter wherever you are in any part of this world, as long as that place is not your original place of birth, you can be thrown out anytime. The vicissitude of life can follow you anytime, no matter how you think that you are solidly built. I saw a lady lamenting that she has this, she has that, she has that, she has that, and now all she's talking about is to save her life and children. All those investments, all those things she has, she's running away from them. You see, the essence of what we are doing is to make sure we do not lose our heritage, which is Biafra, our land. If we allow these people to take over our land, because of some people who think that in diaspora, I'm in America, I have this, I have that. One day, it's enough for you to just lose it. And we are seeing a typical example of it happening in Ukraine. And again, I want people to understand that people should take time to read, research. You don't just delve into what you don't know. You see what is going on in Ukraine. It's a typical example of what we're going through, but people don't know that.
Exactly.
A lot of people don't know that. They are supporting whoever they are supporting without knowing exactly what is going on. You should go back and read a lot about what is going on before people should come on the social media and start talking, just like Nigeria is saying what they are saying. In other words, they are supporting what we are doing in Biafra land.
Yeah.
If they're against Russia, they are supporting what we're doing in Biafra land. Because they don't know that the eastern bloc of Ukraine they are mostly Russians, and they are asking for self-determination.
Exactly.
They are asking for self-determination. They want to free themselves. So anybody who is blaming Russia for what they are doing is against what we are doing. Self-determination is enshrined in a UN charter. People have every damn right to say we want out of this arrangement or whatever we find ourselves. Anytime they want to do it, they do it. Yes. It's been practiced in Nigeria. So that's all I want to emphasize here. Number one, the precarious nature of we living abroad, it can dislocate anytime. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, well, thank you so much. All right, this is Radio Biafra USA too. Yeah, like I said before, I'm very much into what the Putin guy is saying to African countries. Mind your own business. Take care of your country first. Don't come here and open up your dirty mouth to talk about what I'm doing, because I will nuke you. Nuke, N-U-K. That language is strong, bro. Very strong language. Let me go back to this, because I really want us to listen to it, and I'll be translating it. I'll be reading the translation as he speaks. Let's go.
Служащим вооруженных сил Украины. Не позволяйте неонацистам и бендеровцам использовать ваших детей, ваших жен и стариков в качестве живого щита.
He's warning everybody. He started with, say, first, let me make myself clear to African leaders about Ukraine. That's what he just said. Oh, his translation is speaking in his language. He says, first, let me make myself clear to African leaders about Ukraine.
Еще раз обращаюсь к военнослужащим вооруженных сил Украины.
You hear that? That's exactly what he
Не позволяйте неонацистам и бендеровцам.
And then he goes to say, what Russia does to Ukraine is none of your business. Instead of tweeting about Russia and Ukraine, why don't you solve your continent's problem? The man is telling the truth now.
Использовать ваших детей, ваших жен и стариков в качестве живого щита. Берите власть в свои.
If I should read anything about Russia from any African leader, I will immediately nuke that country, N-U-K-E. I will start with Nigeria tonight. Boy, bring it down, man. I love this guy. I want him to bring it down.
Похоже, нам с вами будет легче договориться, чем с этой шайкой наркоманов и неонацистов, которая засела в Киеве и взяла в заложники весь украинский народ.
I will nuke them tonight. Now tonight I will start. If you not open your, because you people are idiots. You sit down there, blah, 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 blah. You don't even know what the story is. But no matter what is the story anyway, you are not better than it. You are not, your own home is disarray. Go to every African country. People have been killing and dying and killing every day. Nigeria is like a killing museum, killing machine. That is, genocide is going on. No African country has woken up to say, why are you people doing this? Do you want to tell me that most of African countries don't know that Buhari is dead? They know. But that blackness in their heart will keep them from saying anything. That darkness that pervades their heart will make them sit down there and pretend as if they don't know that what we are going through is sacrilege, is something deceitful. They will not say it. As soon as Russia just raised their arm everywhere, including Great Britain. Great Britain that organized the rendition of its own citizen in Kenya and put him in jail. They are not saying anything about it, pretending as if they don't know what is going on. Now Russia has done something and they are opening them. Russia, please drop one for Britain. Honestly, let me take this as the last call. Caller, good morning. Caller on WhatsApp. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Hello, Mazi Iyke. Good afternoon from the zoo.
Welcome to the program.
Yeah, my name is Mazi. Mazi, we have heard what Putin said. But there's one thing people, I don't know if actual people understand what is going on, what is going on between Russia and Ukraine. Because what Putin is trying to do is he wants to stop UK and his ally to take effect because they want to establish, they want to put the stamp of their authority in Ukraine. This is what Putin is trying to block. This is what he is trying to protect. This thing that they did to the zoo. This is what they want to do in Ukraine. And Putin want to stop this by all force. They want to take over Ukraine. He said it that this very president, this Ukrainian president, is a puppet to the west. No, a puppet come to them. They are controlling that man in Ukraine. And if he allows them to take over Ukraine, Russia will be in danger. So he's protecting his country.
That's right.
What people will now see, it's like is depriving Ukraine their right. It's a lie. He want to stop this evil Britain.
I'm telling you.
Want to stop them from taking over Ukraine. Because they want to take over Ukraine and control them. Yeah. Again, concerning our people that is there, Mazi, do you know that in this Zoo National Assembly, the useless Senate, useless people, the useless National Assembly here, do you know that they debate this issue in National Assembly about our people there? Do you know that one Malu that is staying in that Speaker of House of Representatives there said that what is our interest in people that is in abroad? What concerns Nigeria with people that is in abroad?
Yeah.
Can you understand this? And that man is still in the House of Representatives till now. Up to them. What concerns the government with your citizen that is living abroad?
Yeah.
Can you understand it? Can somebody make that statement in the General Assembly? And that person is still in the seat there. The person is still parading himself as a senator or as a Speaker of House.
Yeah.
In this country, openly say it. What concerns the government with your own citizens that you are sworn to protect? What concerns them with people that are living abroad? Look at the statement.
Yeah.
And that man is still there in the National Assembly. Okay, no problem. Nice, thank you.
No, because what he's saying, he knows that those people they are Biafrans, and in other words, he's telling you we don't give a shit about you, and we know that. That's why I'm saying that Putin, no matter what you do, please remember that we are Biafrans. We are not Nigerians. So if you want to deal with Nigeria, just send your nuclear thing, but please take the border off, because we are Biafrans. Because they didn't run their mouth. They are on their own. I've told you, Putin, the only thing you need to do for us, just one thing. Just announce tomorrow that you recognize Biafra as a sovereign state. That's it. Finish. Give us the bullet. Me, as an old man, I will show them how to operate. I will train them to use those weapons. Because these people, they have taken too much. And we are not going to sit down here and listen to their garbage that they are talking while somebody's calling again. Okay, let me see. Let me give this person 2 minutes and see before I can round up. Caller, good morning. Caller on straight line. Are you there? Tell us your name and where you're calling from. Caller, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, please. Just round it up.
Kind of I'm listening in the background. Mazi, this is because I'm calling you from San Antonio, Texas.
Oh, welcome.
Okay, Mazi, I need to say something real quick.
Yes, real quick, yes.
Back in 2015, when our leader was detained, if you follow very well, I've been following all this crisis going on since 2014, actually. Vladimir Putin said, okay, he told Biafra, he tweeted this. Biafrans, go and rescue your leader who's in the custody. I don't know if you're paying attention. I'm doing a lot of listening in the background, I don't call. I barely call. But if you pay attention back in 2015, Putin openly said it out. Please, Biafrans, go rescue your leader, stop crying out. The one you rescue you rather than you working, they're not going to do a damn thing about you. They don't care about you. Their interest is out of all the marriage.
Very good.
But the thing is, we don't pay attention on things. We don't learn from things. Back in 2014, the previous the president then, he was an ally to Russia. And the European unions and all of the NATOs, they all compiled, they all conspired, and then they did a coup, and they removed the one that was there, and they put the one that is in there now. Now, since 2014 to now, there's been over 14,000 Russian-speaking Ukrainians by the murder. You can't see that on BBC. You can't see that on Fox News. You can't see that on anything. Just like our people are over at home, they're doing everything that BBC and CNN told them. We don't try and research. We don't do things that we're supposed to do. We keep dying. These people don't report about anything about us. They don't deal with them about you. If we don't do this and rescue ourselves from this quagmire,
We're not going to just keep dying and keep lamenting. He gave us a signal back then. Rescue you. What does that mean? Your freedom is in your hand.
That's right.
And now he's about to rescue those. The speaking, those ones are the Russian speaking side of the in Ukraine. Just like the zoo has been treating us, they're killing us. I'm not saying what they're doing, but at the same time, those people had not had enough, and he has had enough already. Before USS out, all these 14 countries that are broken out of USSR, they had an agreement that the NATO can't even express to their territory because it's certain thing. And now they want to take over. The NATO now inviting Ukraine to come up, but that's right there. Who's going to watch for all these things to happen? The charity threatening their territories and all that. Who's going to watch and let them just take it over, and then they have to sell to Russia? They're not going to watch and then let it happen.
Yes.
So if we follow all that is going on since 2014, we found out that he's been keeping quiet for all along, but he can't just keep going like that, just like what is going on now. And it's left for us. This is even our moment to take the advantage. If he wants to bring down this whole thing down, let him look at everything. Let's start all over. Buy from it, and it will start all over.
That's right.
Then bring down this house. I don't care. Because we're hiding now. How many of us? Over 5 million since 67 till now and counting. And then they all pretend nothing's going on. I don't want to lose it, but thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. All right, this is Radio Biafra USA 2. I finally come to the end of today's program. I might be cracking this as a joke, but it's not a joke. Put in place, recognize Biafra, and then let us help you quieten these people. Honestly. Because, like, I know, listen to what somebody said, that tweeting that he tweeted in 2014 or 2015, thereabout. Say, go and rescue your leader. That was probably when our leader was abducted the first time. So give us the opportunity. Recognize us. Forget about, you are saving your own people. I don't give a shit what nobody says. The world might turn against you. Yeah, you're doing independent free nation. What nation? Those people are Russians. Take them, your brothers. Just help us to get ourselves together. All we need to use, just one announcement. Finish. I recognize Biafra. That's it. We will show you where you park your weapons. We will help you operate them. I'm telling you the truth. These are mad people, and we are not going to give up. This is Radio Biafra live broadcast. We're going away this time, but tomorrow is another day. But please stay tuned, because Mazi Iyke is next. Is coming in next. Let me keep reminding you that Biafra, for us, is our religion. And Radio Biafra here, that's where we worship. Stay tuned with us. All the lines have been shut down. I'm sorry, my brothers are trying to call. Keep your questions. If you can't hold them on, put them out to Mazi Iyke, who's next. From me to you, it's goodbye. See you again tomorrow, same time. Bye-bye.
It's in Biafran restoration. I believe.